Welcome, brothers and sisters, to New Jersey Family Church's Cheon One Prayer Vigil. And to start, we'd like to offer greetings to our Heavenly Parent and true parents. So let us face our true parents' photo. 천징 참부님께 경배. 바로. And today we'd like to recite Family Pledge number 6 in Korean and then in English. 6. 천혈극 주인, 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주편에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. Our family, the owner of Cheon, pledges to become a family that moves heavenly fortune by embodying the Heavenly Parent and true parents, and to perfect a family that conveys heaven's blessings to our community by centering on true love. All right, and to offer the opening prayer, may I ask Mrs. Liz Berge to unmute and offer the prayer, please.
Okay, please join me in prayer. Heavenly Parent and true parents, good morning. It's a beautiful morning, a beautiful day that you've given us today. I really want to pray for all my brothers and sisters on the call. I'm really so grateful and so honored to be here, that we together, we don't have to go alone. We here together, Mother, are here for you, your children, your sons and daughters. Mother, we absolutely are here to be your channels, to to become a part of your dream and make it my dream, make it our dreams. We want to invite you into this space, and Mother, we want to unite with you wholeheartedly. And even if we don't have a Cheon One room nearby, I pray that we can multiply a candle. We can we have so many amazing candles that we're blessed and by you, and we want to use them to connect, to get that that resonance connection with you through the candle, through the Cheon One rooms, of course, when we're able to go. And Mother, we want more and more to feel that serendipity, that the things are happening, we're meeting the right people, and we want to more and more have that kind of things happening. So I want to invite you into this morning, Mother, and we really want to absolutely, we cannot do things alone. So for North and South Korea to unify together, absolutely, we need the spirit world. We need to mobilize spirit world and find the right people. So we want to have that kind of exciting life, working together with spirit world, working together with you, Mother. And we just thank you for loving us so much and trusting us so much. You are the Holy Spirit. You are the only begotten daughter, because of your ancestry, your mother, your grandmother, that line of dedication and devotion to and Junsang to our heavenly parents. We want to learn that. We want to absorb that from you, Mother, and we want to make that happen in your lifetime. So we want to offer this prayer now with gratitude, Mother. We're praying for your health, and we're praying that we can give you so much hope. America absolutely will step up and take ownership as elder son. Pray all these things in Elizabeth Marcusbergy, Central Bus family, all our Central Bus family names. Aju, Amen, Hallelujah.
Aju. Thank you so much, Mrs. Berge, for that wonderful opening prayer. And brothers and sisters, now we like to take this time to be able to just stretch our bodies and appreciate them, and make them feel good this morning. And so if I can ask everyone to, let's start with some breathing exercises. Let's breathe in through our nose and breathe out through our mouths. One more time, let's breathe in through our nose and breathe out through our mouths. Right. So let's do our usual startup stretch. Reach for the skies, reach really high, feel the stretch on their sides. You can also interlock your fingers and give a little tension by pulling on them. But then now, yes, let's go over to our right side and stretch our left side, even though we're heading over right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's switch over to our left side and really feel the stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and then let's bring it back to the center, and then we'll bring our arms down. And yes, just do a little pull on your fingers and curl your back and feel that nice stretch on your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, wonderful. So yeah, today we're gonna just focus on our heads. So give it a light massage. Just go from all the way from the back to the sides and then to the top and even to the front. You can even include your forehead and really appreciate your head, especially the skull, for protecting our brain. And so this wonderful brain that God has blessed us with. All right, and then just also don't forget your temple area, right? This soft area right by your ears or in front of your ears. And give it a nice circular motion to massage it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And in terms of massaging, you can also just lightly tap your head all around with your fingertips as well. And that will feel really nice. Tap, 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 tap. It's okay if your hair gets messy. It's still the morning. You can fix it afterwards. All right. So now, brothers and sisters, I'm going to count down from 10 seconds. And please feel free to stretch whatever part of your body where your body is calling you to stretch or exercise it. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Let's wrap up our stretches. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters, for yeah, really taking time to appreciate our bodies and loving them. So now we'd like to go into our breakouts to be able to share any gratitude and appreciation. And so if you're prompted to join a breakout room, please click join. And if you're unable to at this time, please write down your gratitude points. So let us go into our breakouts. All right, welcome back, brothers and sisters. I hope you had a wonderful time sharing your gratitude and appreciation with one another. And to share with the whole community first, I'd like to invite up Mrs. Kyoe Parker. So Kyoe-san, if you can please unmute and share with everyone.
できたかな
Yes, we can hear you, Kyoe-san.
Okay, hi. Good morning. I'm so grateful to brothers and sisters share during this Hundoke time. Mother said that we had to have confidence, completely believing in true mother and God. I wasn't sure I have a confidence, but I realized I don't need a confidence myself. But I can believe true mother who is completely united with true father, and in a substantial being of heavenly parents. So, and in Damian Dunkley, President Damian, he was completely united with mother and understand the mother's heart. So whatever he say, also whatever mother say, of course, if we believe that, and if we do, and it's sincerely our heart and a desperate heart, like a mother is, and then the spiritual world resonate, and then I can do it, as mother say. If we unite with mother, we have everything. We don't have a word and impossible. Everything can do because we have God. I understand that part. I don't think 100% yet, but I'm getting into it because of brothers and sisters' testimony and not Pastor Naoki's reflection. So I was so grateful that I get into that the part through the brothers and sisters. So grateful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Kyo-san, for that beautiful sharing. And yeah. And next, I'd like to be able to share, I'd like to call on Mrs. Ann Tanimoto. So, Mrs. Tanimoto, if you can please unmute and share.
Good morning. Yes, just like I had a very nice conversation with Yasutaka-kun and Sister Kyoe. So anyway, just like I feel in this moment, I'm learning that the true mother's heart, I want to inherit everything from her. But still, I'm just like a step by step, still my position is not so close to her. But recently, just I felt a lot of that feeling as I am really daughter of her, daughter of true mother. So now I try to become like a position is like a real wife's position and the mother's position. Then finally, same as the true mother, I want to do like that. But really, it's helpful is many brothers and sisters that sharing through that this kind of fundoke time or reading that true mother's memoir. So then we are shared each other. That is really helpful for me. That's so I'm so glad. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Tanimoto-san, for that beautiful sharing. And yes, we're all in the growth in our relationship with our heavenly parent and true parents. And it's these communities that we have as brothers and sisters when we are able to share. It also gives us new insights and helps us in our growth. So thank you so much for sharing. And thank you all for being present and being supportive of one another. All right, and with that, brothers and sisters, we'd like to now take this moment to prepare our hearts and our minds to receive our mother's words from her memoir, Mother of Peace. And to be able to read that and also give reflection on it will be Pastor Naokimi. So, Pastor Naokimi, if you can please read Mother of Peace for us.
All right, good morning, brothers and sisters. Let us read together. Oh, actually, I'll read. You can listen. All right, Anju was my birthplace. It was an epicenter of Korean patriotism, and it is no coincidence that it was an area in which Christianity was first introduced to Korea. That woman was my grandmother, Jo Won-mo, and she continued her support of the independence movement, and she engaged her daughter, my mother, and me in her activities. I was just 2 years old when my nation's history took its next turn: liberation from Japanese occupation. On that day, August 15th, 1945, my grandmother, Jo Won-mo, again had a child on her back while she shouted, "Manse!" But this time, the child was me. And this time, my grandmother was shouting and waving our national flag with joy and delight for our nation's newfound freedom. God chose our family, a family of 3 generations of only daughters. Jo Won-mo, my grandmother, a woman who committed her heart to the independence movement, was an only daughter. Hong Sun-e, my mother, a woman who single-mindedly committed her flesh and blood to fulfill her faith that she could meet Christ at his second advent, was her only daughter. I was her only child, the only daughter of the 3rd generation. Among the oppressed people of the Korean Peninsula, God's only begotten daughter was born. As I write these words in 2019, the centennial of the March 1st Independence Movement, I am pursuing my forebears' dream, the dream of the ages, the completion of God's providence of salvation throughout the earth. All right, so yeah, we're continuing from the past few readings about really the course of True Mother's grandmother, Jo Won-mo. And yeah, she really, what stood out was just connecting the persistence and patience of the grandmother who wanted this independence. And at that marketplace where we talked about yesterday, you know, with kind of under occupation, showing the flag, and then, you know, several decades later, now carrying True Mother on her back, her granddaughter, but this time declaring independence with the same flag. Yeah, I could feel the kind of joy and excitement of really staying true to her faith and belief, and being able to experience the day when the liberation from occupation happened. So that's one thing that really stood out, was just that long-term just faith and persistence until victory came. And then this is also where Mother introduces the idea of 3 generations of only daughters in her family line. Yeah, it's interesting to consider in terms of the preparation, even internally, or even the significance of only daughters being born, 3 generations in preparation for Mother to be born. Yeah, and she emphasizes that it wasn't just, you know, being only daughters being born, but there's a very fervent Christian foundation where her mother and grandmother were looking for, seeking for the coming of the second advent. And the final point that stood out was she connects everything. It's interesting, like as she was writing this memoir, she says it's 2019, and that it's the centennial anniversary of the March 1st independence movement. So even this memoir, she's connecting to the movement of independence for Korea. And she connects all of that in her final sentence in this 3rd paragraph to the independence of, or completion of, God's kind of providence and God's independence. So there's this line of national independence and national freedom, and she connects it back to, pursuing the dream of the ages, is what she says, or God's dream, the completion of God's providence of salvation throughout the earth. So yeah, I feel Mother is always, everything she does from the perspective of a daughter to God. And so I feel like, in every comment, there's this flavor of hyojo, of really thinking about God in everything that she says and that she does. I think that's a great model for us to also inherit and try to practice ourselves, what it's like to always keep God in our minds and our hearts, to really practice being true sons and daughters of God. So that's all I have to share for today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pastor Naokimi, for your wonderful insights from just 4 paragraphs of reading, maybe 3.5 paragraphs. But yes, brothers and sisters, as typed into the chat, you can click on the link to be able to refer back to today's reading from the Mother of Peace. And we'd like you to refer to that as we go on to our breakout rooms to be able to reflect and share any insights that you have received yourself. So if you're invited to join a breakout, please click join. And if you're unable to at this time, please write down your reflection. So let's go into breakouts. Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I hope you had a wonderful time sharing any insights or takeaways you had from Mother's reading. And to share with the whole community, I'd like to invite up Mrs. Mie Lepalkin. So, Mie-san, if you can please unmute and share.
Yes, thank you so much, everybody. And today, takeaway from the mother's memoirs and understanding about Bikoten daughters. I'm Japanese and living in Japan. Before, I never, I was like, I want to be born man because of, man have a more, dignity or the value in our societies. Emphasize the value of man more than women's. And many cultures, so I think historically, but really understand more and more to find out from divine principles, the God really wanted his daughters, his wife, and his queen to, 100% to really receive the love and give back 100% to him, that objectively and not subject. Anyway, those kind of the positions, and that reminds that revealing her original heart of love and original her original mind of as daughter, begotten daughter, to really love God and honor God. And I really coming to understand more and more about the women's, how beautiful, how and there is also empathy and compassion as a woman to have the take care of child, take care of the husband, and those kind of the heart and Hyojong heart also as a woman, that's very amazing to me to understand from true mothers teaching us. Yeah, that's my reflection. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Lepalkin, for that wonderful sharing. And yes, really being appreciative and grateful to True Mother to helping you understand the real value of women and what women can be able to offer and the love that women can give to the world. And to share next, I'd like to invite up Mr. Bruce Clark. Mr. Clark, would you be able to unmute and share your insights at this time?
Sure. Yeah, I think that the thing that I thought this brought up for me was the importance of the three generations, and it reminded me of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and how that in the Bible that's a very important sequence, and yet you don't really talk, as I think a previous speaker said, you don't really consider a great deal in history about the generations of women. So I think Mother's making a statement here about the importance of the intergenerational relationships between women. We always think about men. I think about the difficulties that people have had with their mothers, women have had with their mothers, and yet in these three generations we see a great deal of unity and solidarity, and that's what I got out of it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Clark. Yeah, for sharing. Just Mother putting a lot of focus and attention on the generations, and especially of the line of the women, as throughout history, men have been much more focused on. But yes, to be able to see both men and women. Thank you. And thank you all, brothers and sisters, for taking this time to really receive heaven's inspiration, and then to also be able to share it with one another. But of course, let's not just keep it within our group here and within the Unificationist faith, but really share and invite more and more brothers and sisters to be able to hear Mother's message and Mother's words, true parents' words at this time. And yeah, so whether it be inviting them to this Zoom link or in sharing it to them, or if you go on YouTube and type in NJ Family Church, then you'll be able to find all the live recordings of every day there. And so also, if you're interested in offering a testimony, living testimony where God is working in your life, as well as a musical offering at the next On Shield Day, then please contact either myself or Pastor Takino, and in which our emails will be posted into the chat very shortly. Give me just 1 second. And there it is, yes. So you can always contact either Pastor Takino or myself to let us know. And yeah, with that, I'd like to invite up the assistant pastor of New Jersey Family Church, Pastor Atsushi Takino, who's connecting us with the New Jersey Clifton's Chunshimon prayer room. So, Pastor Takino, you can please offer the representative prayer.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Yesterday, we had we are connecting to the international prayer Vigil in Korea. And the first time, Pastor Naokimi came to New Jersey, not first time, the second time, but he was also joining the international prayer Vigil with us yesterday. And we are a little bit adjusted, that we, before we just listening or to participate to their program, but from now on, we are sharing our testimonies, and we are selecting our prayer. So that was much powerful, and especially personal experience is much powerful to the when they share it very strong. So I realized how much is important of the personal experience in the prayer, through the prayer. So today I like to invite Mr. Jimbo, the representative prayer.
Let's pray together. The Heavenly Parents, true parents, Absolute Spirit and Spirit Word, thank you very much for this day. We are so wonderful time we are living. And we have truth, and we have now true mother, only begotten daughter. Right now we are in the 40 days to the true father's ancestration. Become 21 days now. Preparing so much for this day. Offering Johnson and prayer. I remember that true mother came the first time right after true father's ancestration to New York. She expressed so much frustration and so much expectation to us. We want to offer our Hyojun, our Johnson, and our gratitude to True Mother for this 11th anniversary. We want to really return the joy to True Mother for this day. Please let us unite, and please let us start our new day with our gratitude and our determination. Thank you, true parents. Please, let's have strong determination, and we can make a big offering to you. Thank you very much again. I offer this support in my name, Kyoshi Jimbo and Tsuki Jimbo from Central Family. Ajun.
Ajun.
Thank you so much, Jimbo-san, for that prayer. Now, brothers and sisters, I'd like to invite all of you to unmute yourself and let's have a unison prayer for 3.5 minutes.
The words from our tremendous Memoir. You're so intelligent. From we heard from her point of view, get from her experiences. This is such a treasure. Generations to come will be able to parent memoir or biography of how much more would be in his heart, how much more you would understand your heart, how he acted with as his son. You were able to live in a time where things being turned away from being raised up guided by our tremendous pray, Heavenly Parents, that her heart, children, that the prayers all and necessary conditions, Heavenly Parents, for preparing the environment for his sons and daughters, calling us to work on preparing this environment. Understand how important it is to create an environment that can nurture filial sons and daughters. How important it is for her to always have your will, to always desire for us. Your ideal for this world is so much greater, better than anything that we could ever unite with your word.
Say thank you and truly grateful to the all the especially be able to Aju, aju, aju. Thank you all, brothers and sisters, for really offering your heart and Cheon and your prayers up to our Heavenly Parent. I'm sure they're all received. And with that, brothers and sisters, I just like to mention that today was day 6 of the 8-day cycle, which means Heavenly Parent was able to create his beloved sons and daughters, the humans of all throughout all the earth. So, well, even with your family, neighbors, or just friends, I hope that you can really appreciate one another and really also be able to see their beautiful God-given talent and just innate value within them. So with that, brothers and sisters, thank you for joining, and we'll see each other at the same time, same place tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful day, everyone. God bless you all.
Thank you.
Bless.
Have a good day. Great day, everyone.
Thank you so
Safe.
much.
Good
Bless.
everyone.
Love you, day.
For your day.
Thank Thank you. You.
Thank
You
you.
too. You too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.